Yeah, and if people are checking out the videos, just stuff from the player's perspective, like these guitars, the neck on this feels so great and so ergonomic, because I don't know how you do it, but as you go up, it's like it feels right. It doesn't feel beefy up here.
Thanks, man.
I like that a lot, and it's so rare. It's so hard to find that, you know. And I like a good neck. I mean, I've got large hands, especially left hand, but like it feels so right going up to the upper register. There's a lot to grab onto, and the guitar, you feel like this one. I feel so much of that responsiveness in the low end, like I got on my 16-inch arch top that I have, but the mid range is clear and not muddy.
Right.
And the high end on this guitar also has a nice resonant. You feel that kind of wood on this guitar, and this one, this thing, I feel like I could just really crank with for sure. Yeah, but it's just so ergonomic. I hope a lot of people get to try them out eventually, because it feels so different than anything else you've tried.
Both of these guitars will be in NAMM.
Vietnam, yep. As will I. All right, well, I'll just play some E blues then.
That's killer.
Groovy.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow. You know, it's fun too, man. With the fretwork and just the fit on this kind of instrument, when you go for those smaller like nuances, certain instruments, like you hear those little lines, you hear those hammer-ons and pull-offs, and they don't speak at all. And this thing, you play it, and it's like the guitar's like, here you go, there it is.
Yep.
I've always admired that about your guitars, man. Like they give you everything you want. Little tiny details, and it speaks just as much as when you're just clearly articulating.
Yeah, that's the important thing about the three-dimensionality of the tone.
Yeah.
And the intonation is a big part of that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's intonation. That's interesting. Yeah.
But you know, it's laid out, the intonation, and milled.
Yes.
For that.
Well, in my arch top, which we don't have today, I wish we did, but that guitar, arch tops, of course, notorious for their intonation being just a constant fight.
Yeah.
I've had that guitar since 2017, and you just set it up the other day for the first time since 2017.
Yeah.
Nobody's touched that guitar. I've just played the guitar and battered that thing good because it's been on the road a ton. And every time you go up to the top, and it's dialed in, and I can't figure. I mean, that's not my job to figure that out, but you figured it out. It's so great.
I make them to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's just so nice just having that feeling of, yes, you can play that idea, you can go for those smaller nuances and the dynamic range, you can explore that dynamic range, and that the instrument's going to make it really clear what you're doing, because you just play like other guitars and they don't do that, you know. So yeah, I love them. I absolutely love them. And it's hard to pick if I were to pick between these two, but being like more of an arch top guy, I love the tailpiece on this, and that design is so great too.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's a beautiful guitar.
but I think a lot of guitar players would be really surprised to play something like this.
Yeah.
You know, especially people that aren't used to playing semis, you know, who are maybe a little hesitant to play a semi-hollow. Man, they're just so great.
Show us the back of that guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's got some beautiful maple on it. Yeah, turn. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost got like a purple color, almost, but it's really like a raspberry.
It's a Barolo.
Barolo.
It's a color of Barolo wine from Italy, where it's a red and it's got some purples and browns in it, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, the finish work, that I do feel like, I mean, you've got some amazing pictures online, and I mean, all the camera footage in here is great, but you just have to see some of this up close in person just to be like shocked at that finish work is unbelievable. You know, it's so great, man.
Well, thanks, John. It's always good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's great to be here in Texas. It's great. Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, we're good.
Wow.
You hungry yet?
Sure.
All right.
Can I get some up close